Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, I always say the same thing, but I decided to film like not this whole tutorial or anything, just like tips and tricks on how I contour and highlight my face. I know some people still ask me like questions on like how you highlight, contour, and yeah, just to have like that flawless makeup look you want, not just like a plain canvas. Like I always love that, like like that Kim K baking like contour look. Like I always love that look. So yeah, that's what I did today. And yeah, you want to know some tips and tricks on how I highlight and contour. This is what I prefer and what works for me. And yeah, please keep watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Give the video a big thumbs up. Let's just get straight to the video. So I just finished doing my eyeshadow off camera because this video is not important for that. I really want to get in depth with like just contouring and highlighting, especially for beginners. I know people struggle with like, I always see like people contour a certain way or highlight a certain way is because of whatever works for them. But me personally, I'm gonna show like what works for me and what I like. And yeah, when it comes to highlighting, I mean like with concealer and all that stuff, not like the blinding highlight. So, so I did my eyebrows and eyeshadow, and I'm gonna just go with primer and foundation, skip over that because it's not that important. And I'll get straight to it after. So, okay, so I done my foundation just now, and I'm gonna go into concealer. So the concealer I'm gonna be using is the Jouer Essential High Coverage with Liquid Concealer. I love this concealer. It's so good, like full coverage, very hydrating, soft matte, and it lasts all day. So long wearing. It doesn't crease at me at all, and so good. So this is usually I like a concealer usually like more lighter than my skin tone just because I like the highlight look and the end of your makeup. Just that, like, that Kim K, like, that picture when she baked and it just looks very fierce. Well, that's what makes your makeup more fierce, just like knowing how to highlight. So, this is probably like a shade or two lighter than my skin, but if I really want to go in, I'll use like 3 shades lighter in my concealer. So, see how it's instantly like full coverage already and like lighter than my skin tone? That's what I want. Then I'll just take my sponge and I'll pinch it really tight so I won't take away a lot of the coverage. So I hold my sponge like this. That's how I blend it. And just make sure to go back and forth when I blend it. Cause I don't want any creasing. See how it just makes a big difference. Like, sometimes people struggle to like blend there. I just really pinch it small. I just blend. I know people be scared to like, if especially if you have nails, like to scratch off some of the makeup. But you can just reply at this point because I still have creams and stuff. So then I'll usually highlight the rest of my face. So here, I like to highlight these parts because like it gives dimension to the face. So when you highlight and the finished look, you see is more brighter here, like the center of the face, because that's what you want. It's like a really like flawless coverage, especially when you take pictures and stuff. You don't want just all one plain like canvas and one color. You just want everything to look come together and flawless at the same time. That's why people highlight like this. So yeah. See how it already just gives like dimension to it. Like you see the rest of my foundation here and then the center of the face is like. Now I'm just gonna like set it before it starts creasing. So gonna use my hourglass powder. And I like setting all over the face, especially like here because it will help blend out my bronzer. So people before this step usually like to cream contour. Personally, I do sometimes whenever I'm in the mood. It's just one of those makeup like steps where I really don't do. Only when like I'm really in the mood. But you have to do cream contour before you set. So obviously you can put it over the powder. Okay, so it's set. Now I'm just gonna go into bronzer. So this is my contouring part. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this bronzer. It smells so good. So okay, so I'm gonna use the Morphe M527 brush. So I love this brush to contour and bronze. Or I like I'm gonna go with the Morphe M310. So this is a fan brush, and what I do instead of cream contouring, I just take the bronzer, like mostly in the end of the fan, and then see where like this is my contour tip, like usually from the top of my lip all the way to the top of my ear. That's where I know my contour line is. So I'm just gonna start right there and just blend it. That's where I usually contour, because that's where my line is. So like the indent of your face. And I just blend upwards, because if I go too down, all the bronzer is gonna look down. See how it really gives like a contour look. And I just blend it so it won't look too harsh. I've been loving this step lately just because the contour. Okay, so this is my bronzing step. So I use the Morphe M527. Take the same bronzer. And then now I just bronze like my face. And I do the same thing with bronzer as I contour. Like with the top of the lip and then the ear trick. That's what helps me. Honestly, my favorite bronzer too, like if you want like a really bronzy look, first I love foundations that are a little bit darker than my skin tone just because I don't like to look too white. But I like this bronzer because it's like the perfect undertone for me. It's not too light. It's not too orange or red. I like that like neutral bronzer but that has like a hint of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like my Hoola bronzer, this is my all-time favorite bronzer. It has like that reddish undertone. Like I don't know if you can see, but I just love those kind of bronzers because I love to see the bronzers. I feel like sometimes when you apply bronzer, it's like it goes away after a while. But these two bronzers really like just, I just love the way it looks. So now for like my forehead, I just usually like to bronze these parts right here. Yeah, if I feel like I bronze too much here, it's gonna look weird and like I don't know. So I just like to bronze at the ends of my forehead. And then for this step, I don't want like a shadow showing, so I just really like lift my jaw up and I just go like this. And I go like this to my face, because what happens if I leave it like that, it's gonna like, the bronzer is gonna like kind of lift up like right on your face and that's gonna create a shadow, so I don't want that. I want it like right underneath where you can't see it but it still looks like snatch. See the difference? So yeah. Yeah, just bring it down just to blend my neck. And then for my nose contour, I like to use the Morphe M330 because I love this brush because it's narrow, as you can see. So it really gets in the nose and it's also very like fluffy, so it helps blend it at the same time. So I'm gonna take the same bronzer. Always use the same bronzer as the one on your face for your nose because it's gonna look very weird if you use like a different bronzer. So I usually contour from like the end of my brow and I look down on my nose and that's where I know like where to leave the bronzer. So now I'm gonna bake with my Laura Mercier powder. So baking also helps this trick, like with contouring and everything and highlighting. When I bake here to like have a more contour, I usually go from like the middle of my ear downwards to the top of my lip. So it's gonna create a really in-depth contour for me. Because if I leave the powder too low, then it's gonna leave the contour more like down. It's not really gonna like lift up my face. Okay, so sometimes I bake under my eyes, especially if I'm gonna be out all day. I really want this to like last, especially I like that shape. Now I'm gonna take the same powder and bake where my nose contour is. I just grab a decent amount. I just dip the sponge in it and just really like press it on the skin. And just leave it like that. So I always start where my nose contour is because I really want it narrow. I hate my nose. Just leave the powder like that. And now I'm gonna go to the under eyes and do lashes and all that stuff, and I'll be right back. This is just gonna create like a really like highlighted, like that Kim K like really like kind of look. So yeah, this will really helps that. And we talk about like how much blush completes everything. Like I just apply blush and it just like I feel like completes the whole look, especially the contour. Like this is how my favorite supply blush is the Morphe M530. So this is round like blending brush. I usually like this for bronzer, but lately I've been loving it for blush. And I just go like this, like the apples of my cheeks, and just blend. Just and I always put extra because I feel like blush always goes away after throughout the day. Now I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna go with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And what I like to do sometimes, just in case you get like flashback or anything, I usually don't, but just to like melt everything in, I like to spray like a glowy or illuminating spray into my sponge. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix illuminating one. I spray it and kind of like pat it dry a little bit. It's a little damp with the spray. And I just blend under my concealer. So it won't look like powdery or anything. I feel like that made such a huge difference. I don't know. So this step is gonna go past very fast because it's just highlights, lipstick, not that important. So yeah, be right back. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys learned some little tips and tricks, what works for me. And yeah, thank you for watching up to this point if you have. And please do not forget to subscribe for more videos like this and give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.